Welcome to Simplify Chemistry channel. I want to say thank you to our followers once again, and today we are going to continue from where we stopped in the last class, where we're talking about the balancing of chemical equation by seeing some common chemical reaction and how to balance. If you are just joining us for the first time, please go back to the previous video to watch so that you can understand. I want to welcome us once again. I want to say thank you to everyone that have subscribed to our channel. Please don't forget, after this class, like our video, subscribe, share. So don't forget the bell button for notification. Welcome once again. Balancing of chemical equation. Today we are going to be seeing some examples of some of these reactions. Acidic oxide plus water to give us acid. Acidic oxide plus water to give us acid. Alkaline metal oxide plus water to give us alkaline hydroxide. Metallic oxide plus acid to give us salt and water. Trioxocarbonate 4 plus acid to give us salt plus carbon 4 oxide. Carbon 4 oxide plus water. Now, let's start with what is acidic oxide? What is acidic oxide? An acidic oxide are oxide of non-metals plus oxygen. We did that in the previous video. So go and watch. Non-metal plus oxygen gives us acidic oxide. Then plus water to give us acid. Let's quickly see example on acid oxide plus water to give us an acid. Example, let's see carbon 4 oxide. Carbon 4 oxide, which is an example of an acidic oxide, plus water to give us a trioxocarbonate 4 acid. To give us trioxocarbonate 4 acid. Let's quickly represent them. Our formula. So how do we get it? We know that there is a carbon, then carbon 4 oxide, CO2. In the previous video, we told us how to get the oxygen states of elements. Let's quickly see again for revision purpose. CO2. We want to name this compound. Make your carbon unknown. X. Valency of oxygen -2 brackets 2 equals to 0. Make everything to be equal to 0. Make X the subject of the formula. -2 times 2 give us -4 equals to 0. X equals to +4. That is how we have carbon 4 oxide plus water generally, H2O. Don't forget, I told us we'll learn to write the states of the element or the compound. Now, to give us trioxocarbonate 4 acid, to give us trioxocarbonate 4 acid. Don't forget, when we are naming, I told us you don't mention hydrogen in case of acid. Hydrogen in case of acid. Now, trioxocarbonate 4. How do we get the formula? Trioxo is an acid. Hydrogen is possible to be there. Then carbonate 4. Trioxo means there's a carbon. Then there's 3 oxygen. Trioxocarbonate 4. How do we get the valency to enable us to write the formula? Don't forget, in the previous classes we did that. How do we get? Let's quickly make it easy. -2 times 3, that's -6. Then you ask yourself, what can I subtract from -6? What can I subtract from -6 to give me 4? So, because it's a negative entity, so if they exchange, so that we can have something like H2CO3, H2CO3, H2CO3. This is the correct formula. This is the correct formula, but unbalanced. So let's check maybe it's balanced or it's not balanced. Let's see. We do what is called atom count. This is the left side. This is the right hand side. So left hand side, we have carbon, we have oxygen, we have hydrogen. Let's see the components. How many carbons do we have here? 1. How many oxygens do we have here? 2 atoms plus 1, making 3. How many hydrogens do we have? 2. Let's go to the right hand side. Right hand side of the atom count. How many carbon do we have? We have 1. How many oxygen do we have? We have 3. How many hydrogen do we have? We have 2. That means the equation is balanced. That means the equation is balanced. That means the equation is balanced. So the equation is balanced. That is how to express our equation. That's example of acidic oxide plus water to give us acid. You can also quickly try this on your own. So you give me your answer in the comment section. Sulfur 4 oxide plus water. Sulfur 4 oxide plus water to give you trioxosulfate 6 acid. Drop your formula, the correct equation for me. Let's quickly move on. Alkaline metal plus alkaline metal oxide. Alkaline metal oxide. What are the alkaline metals? Alkaline metals are metals of group 1. Now combining with oxygen, it gives us alkaline metal oxide plus water to give us an alkaline. Let's see, to give us an alkaline. To give us an alkaline, let's quickly see. Example, potassium, which is a group 1 element, potassium oxide plus water. Potassium oxide plus water to give us potassium hydroxide, which is an alkaline, example of an alkaline hydroxide. Let's see the formula representation. Let's quickly see the formula representation. All right, let's do it together. Potassium is K. Do you agree with me? Then oxygen as an oxide. Combination, formation of formula. Valency of oxygen minus 2. Valency of potassium plus 1. They will exchange their valencies. So, therefore, minus 2 comes here, plus 1 comes here. Charges go to cause electrical neutrality on the element. Therefore, our formula becomes what? K2O plus H2O, water. To give us potassium hydroxide, potassium, K, hydroxide, oxygen and hydroxide, which is a radical. The charge on hydroxide is minus, the charge here is plus 1, minus 1 if they exchange their valencies. Therefore, the formula for potassium hydroxide becomes KOH. Rule 2 said, do atom count. Let's do atom count. Let's do atom count. Atom count. Now, on the left hand side, we have potassium to be 2, oxygen to be 2, hydrogen to be, how many hydrogen do we have? 2. On the right hand side, potassium to be 1, oxygen to be 1, hydrogen to be 1. How do we balance the equation? What is the common factor here? 2. So by putting 2 here, we have balanced the equation. By putting 2 there, we have balanced this equation. I would like you to try this on your own, so to know that you are with me. Calcium oxide plus water. Calcium oxide plus water to give us calcium hydroxide. To give us calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide. To give us calcium hydroxide. Let's quickly see metallic oxide plus acid. Metallic oxide plus acid. Metallic oxide, which means it cuts across all the metal, combining with oxygen. Combining with oxygen. Example of a metallic oxide. Metallic oxide. Example, let's see. Calcium oxide plus an acid, let's see, hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid to give us salts. Calcium chloride plus water. Plus water. Let's quickly represent this calcium oxide. Calcium, oxygen. Calcium plus 2. Oxygen minus 2. Valencies carry out. The valencies go. This is a positive, a cation, and this is an anion. Calcium oxide, hydrochloric acid, hydrogen, and chlorine both have valencies of -1 and +1 respectively. Then to give us calcium chloride, calcium Ca2+, chlorine minus, when I exchange the valencies, it becomes CaCl2. CaCl2 plus water. Plus water. This is a correct representation of the formula, but the equation is not balanced. Or let's do atom count to be sure. Calcium on this side is 1. Calcium on this side is 1. Calcium balanced. Hydrogen here is 1. On this side it is 2. Oxygen 1. Oxygen 1. So when you are having this kind of an equation, what you just do is take the subscripts of the unbalanced or the one that has more atom and put it on the side that is having deficiency. And what is the deficiency that we are having? Here is 2. You bring the 2 to this place. So simple. We bring the 2 to this side. So we can do the atom count together again, and you see that the equation has balanced. There we have 2 hydrogen, then we have 2 chlorine. So you can do for more examples. Please don't forget to inbox us on your questions, and we are there to answer you. And this as your assignment, send it to me. Triazocarbonate. Pick any triazocarbonate, a metal combining with it either as sodium triazocarbonate plus N acid to give you salts and a correct balanced equation. I'll be there to attend to you. I will say thank you for viewing our video. God bless you and have a wonderful day.